Estimated the time that Joe Marks was here last night between 23:20 and 23:25.
It was just an estimate.
The LAPD and Bureau field office has full-time surveillance on your building. Every entrance here is covered by CCTV and personnel. Did Jared give you any evidence that it was Marks himself who stole the tape from your apartment? Did he reveal who his source was?
No.
Marks breaks into your place, steals the tape on which he admits to placing your life in danger, then has it delivered to the chief of the organized crime division.
If Jared hadn't been the one to shed the light on the scenario, I wouldn't believe that myself.
Where's Jared now?
I don't know.
So Marks orchestrates the collapse of his own career, not to mention providing the OCD with grounds for criminal prosecution.
He's insane. You said that yourself.
Insane, but not stupid.
He's into mythology, right? He sees himself as a tragic Greek figure, unappreciated. So his delusions of grandeur play themselves out by his harassment of me.
So Marks was here simply as part of his plan to make your life the hell he promised it would be. I don't buy it. He wanted something more than that.
Maybe he wanted to see what I had in regards to Kim Doyle's murder. Because that was the file that I was reading before
Before you fell asleep.
I wasn't dreaming, Bailey. I'm not hallucinating this. And even though Mark said he wanted to drive me crazy, he hasn't done it and he's not going to. Rachel Burke. It's John.
Yeah, John, what do you got? Third in a series of murders in Elvis's backyard. Latest victim is Alan Dawkins, 46, a businessman from Phoenix. He was a regular visitor to Memphis once a month for the past year and a half. Chris, any cohesive picture from the medical examiner report?
All three victims had massive facial and cranial trauma, but there were no traces of the object that was used to inflict it.
You should have told us how much of a planner the killer is. I mean, did he carry the weapon with him, or did he just use whatever was handy?
That's why I would like to eyeball Dawkins myself.
You should be in the office, Grace.
I'm okay.
With hypertension, you should stay in bed until the baby's born.
I am okay.
George, how is she? Bailey, she's okay. Listen, so far no professional or personal connections among Alan Dawkins and the other two victims. First one's from Oakland. He's a venture capitalist. Second one is from Corpus Christi. He's the owner of KDKI Radio. Their visits to Memphis overlap. Maybe there's a connection we just haven't found yet. Well, they flew different airlines, they stayed in different hotels, and their visits did not overlap.
The surveillance camera at Station 12 has been disabled for 3 days.
Marks could have known about it, could have disabled it. John. You authorize this review? If she said Marks was in her office, Marks was in her office. Blind acceptance of what she thinks may have happened doesn't help her or us. And the next time you think internal investigations of security measures is called for, call me first. I'm ready to go. Like Mr. Dawkins was trying to dent a sledgehammer with his face. All the victims stayed at 4- and 5-star hotels, so according to witnesses, they got their weeks trimmed with regularity, compiling a list of 4- and 5-star hookers. Sure, it could be a pimp. I thought these guys were shortchanging his bells. And the victims had serious casto on them. Why wouldn't the pimp have taken all their money? To make it look like he hadn't taken any.
Could have been a client who thinks what he paid for is genuine love, and now in his rage, he's killing off his rivals.
John, let's get the body back to Grace. I want to take a look at it. I'll get the papers signed.
Okay. Hello.
You let the son of a bitch wear my robe.
Relax. You didn't drink your Chateauneuf du Pape.
Our home is not a brothel.
We don't have a home. That is all in your mind.
Want the penthouse for us.
Yes, it's very convenient.
Where are you?
At my home, in Mariko's magnificent hands. You want to come over and what?
Jennifer, why are you doing this to me?
15 years of the business, and I have never seen a human face reduced to this kind of mush.
Can you tell how quickly he died?
Quickly. But the beating continued long afterward.
Pimp regards his girls as possessions. I get the sense there's a struggle for possession going on here.
A battle between pimps?
What if the victim was trying to take away his possessions? Like offering the girls a better life. Killing would be a territorial imperative. The savagery of the murder would be the message.
No blood splinters from a bat or pieces from a brick or a rock, but what I did find were traces of AB negative blood. The blood type of victim number 2.
It's the same weapon was used for both kills. Gloves, maybe? Could his hands have been the weapons?
If he knew what he was doing, a boxer, a martial artist, someone with fists of iron. He had recent sex with an actor blonde whose hairs matched those found on the owner of the radio station. The question is, who is that blonde? What? What?
Rachel?
Where are you taking him? To my bedroom. To my bed. Not this time. Not this time, you bitch! Not this time.
This was hidden in my rock garden. I didn't put it there, Bailey.
Thank you.
Bailey, it was him.
I know.
So why'd you clear the room?
Because if Mark's got into your office, it means he still may have someone helping him on the inside. We know he got the Kim Doyle. He got the Doyle, and she's dead because of it. Who else is working on this?
Well, I asked George to put together a list of the serial numbers. And John is putting together a list of the manufacturers. And Grace put it under the spectrum. It's a copy. It's never even been used. They wanted to help me, Bailey.
Because they're your friends. Well, the deputy director has accepted my recommendation and wants to be placed on the 10 most wanted list, where there'll be more resources assigned to the search.
He wants me to find out what this key belongs to.
Or maybe what he wants is this. Speculation, distraction. Thinking about this key and not about work. Marks was desperate for you to wear that wire against Brown. If I had allowed it, none of this would have happened. I let my own ego turn his fight with you into a mine is bigger than yours contest. For which you're paying the price.
Bailey, it's not your job to shelter me.
I know you had him up here last night.
What are you worried about? He didn't touch your robe.
He touched you. I can't stand the thought of another man touching you.
Oh, but Patrick's okay.
Your husband's a freak. He's the sexiest wife in the world. He spends all his time playing hockey at the Y.
Well, he likes to skate.
He likes the Y.
Just leave Patrick out of this. It's not his fault he doesn't find me sexy.
Listen, I'm just telling you, Jennifer, you bring another man to our place and
It's not our place.
you bring him here, and I swear you'll regret it.
Oh, I've learned to live with regret.
Yeah, well, your friend won't be able to. He'll never touch you again.
damn it.
George, you were saying, last night's victim is Brad Cherning, Portland, Oregon. He was in Memphis on business. He's a senior biotech engineer with Ramsey Systems. He's 45, he's married, he has 2 kids. The concierge said he was with a spectacular blonde. If she's a pro, she's definitely high class.
The killer's not a pimp either. Clients of the same call girl that keep turning up dead. It's gotta be bad for business.
The kind of possession he's sensing transcends commerce. There's passion in these killings. I think we're back to the notion of a former client who jilted boyfriend who's killing his rivals. With the exception of Alan Dawkins, who was found on the third hole of a miniature golf course. All the victims were found in what you call upscale neighborhoods. The latest victim was found this morning. Grace is doing the autopsy, but initial reports aren't suggesting anything new or different with the ceiling.
There's no connections to the other victims.
When did you start wearing that?
I want my brother to be able to reach me.
Grace? There comes a point when carrying a burden alone ceases to be brave.
Marx is formidable, but he's not invincible. Really, I had 6 brothers shooting pucks at me all winter long. By April, I was one big welt. There was no timeouts, there was no pity. I just had to keep stopping pucks.
This is Ray Norland.
Ray, glad you called. It's been a while.
God, just hearing your voice makes me want to,
Remember the address?
how could I forget?
Be there at 9.
So this is Joel Marks, huh? I don't think there's anything to worry about. It's me he wants to rattle. Hey, you rattle. He'd never go after my brother. It's not his style. There's something you should know what they look like.
Right.
So how's the shelter?
Oh, baby, it's plush.
Since I know that I'm gay, I'm gonna get a place of my own. But I'm gonna have the preliminary interview, and I'm meeting the foreman later today. This is a drug company, Danny.
Yeah. I'm working in a loading dock, which is great for me. I work 1,000,000 hours a day, and I'll come home dead,
I just don't know why you pick drugs. I mean, just to be in the proximity of that doesn't...
The benefits are good, and I can walk to work. I mean, look, they make vitamins, mostly. And look, it's on the loading dock. Trust me, I can handle this. Look, the good news is, after all this, and after being in and out of rehab and living on the streets, is I came out of this sober and not blaming you. I hated hating you. I hated it.
Of course you did, 'cause I'm fabulous.
Baby, I hated it.
Palpable fractures of both the mandible and the maxilla. Pronounced swelling and ecchymosis present on the upper and lower eyelids.
Calling the ambulance. God, George, I'm in trouble. I'm heading home. I'll be right back.
Hurry! Just leave your money on the dresser. I have another appointment.
What? $1,000, I think I'd nap.
Can't afford a nap. Just get dressed and get out.
Hey, got into you.
Nothing much. All in all, I'd rather be giving birth in a van like last time.
The placenta has separated from the uterine hole.
What about oxygen flow to the baby?
Are you the father?
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Is the father involved?
No.
We could be looking at fetal distress in a matter of minutes. Are you going to see her through this?
I'm all right.
No, shove this mistake.
Nothing's more important than the baby.
You have a 3-year-old at home, isn't that right?
Are you trying to tell me that this baby may not survive?
I'm saying we're going to do the best we can for everyone.
Do you want me to call anybody, Bailey?
No. There's nothing they can do.
We may have caught break. Eyewitness saw a guy punch out a window of a brand new SDS 2 blocks from where Cherney's body was found. Witness wrote down his tags as he sped off. The suspect's name is Martin Lewis. Isn't it more likely your witness wrote down the wrong plate number? Did he also describe the wrong man, like that of the movie Bayon's team? Don't touch my client. You know how many ruby rings are worn by gentlemen in Memphis? Is that a rhetorical question or a quiz? Mr. Lewis was seen by a doorman in the county screaming, "Not this time, you bitch." Was my client seen addressing that phrase to any bitch in particular? A female dog is categorized as a bitch. There were no dogs on evidence. He was also seen by a hotel rep confronting Brad Cherney in the hotel lobby. Oh, yes, Billy Ray Humphrey. 3 drunk driving convictions, and he did a year for extortion in '96. I don't think so. Maybe your first instinct was right. Maybe I was mistaken. The paid-for affections of a pro for love.
He fits the profile. He's at the right age, his physical prowess. He's a former kickboxing champion, possessive in nature based on 2 vicious divorces, and he had to build his business empire twice.
We can't hold him. Denies ever having employed the services of a prostitute. Everything we have is circumstantial, and his lawyer knows it. You want to stop surveillance? Oh, he'd love that. Bring us up on harassment charges before we even know it hit us.
He's got a penthouse in town.
He said he uses it when he works late.
Want to bet that's a euphemism?
I'll do the cheap work in a minute. You owe me, Jennifer. Just met at the police. Don't worry, they don't know anything. I kept your name out of it.
Well, what did you tell them?
I answered their questions. They tried to connect me to your boyfriends. My lawyer attacked the credibility of their eyewitness.
What, they have an eyewitness?
You, leaving with Brad Cherney.
What are we going to do?
We? Nice to me, they don't even know you exist.
Martin,
They're trying to get a warrant to search the apartment. I had the cleaning service in there 5 minutes after I left the precinct, gave them specific instructions to remove everything of yours. You always did underestimate me. Huh. Oh, God, I wanted you back.
I don't do cars. Oh, Patrick is on. Why don't you come back tonight? He's got a pickup game at the Y.
I go to the penthouse right now.
Wouldn't it be sweeter in his bed? You could even wear his robe. I'll leave the gate open for you. Introduced for 47 pallets per hour. That's 75,000 champagne flutes a day, and I never broke one. I work John Deere, Kubota, Cat. I'll work weekends, days, nights, and whatever. From swing shift, graveyard, and I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I won't stretch out my lunch hour. Look, man, I just want to work.
Can you pee in a cup? We handle pharmaceuticals. Can you pee in a cup?
Yeah, I can pee in a cup.
All right, give this to Charlie and Dispatch. We'll give you a time card.
Oh, great. Look, you won't regret this, okay?
Yeah. That's what the last guy said.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
If you think this gives you a guy on the inside of my depot,
Desperate deal?
you're nothing if not relentless. I gotta give this back if this guy washes up. Oh, he'll wash out. You know, I'm trying to get his sister into the rack. I just heard from George.
Did you narrow down the serial numbers to a specific region?
Grace isn't leaving. She's doing fine. He wanted us to know where they are. Memphis homicide swept Martin Lewis's penthouse. Place was spotless. Apparently he rushed his cleaning service through there. Anything we might have found has been compromised.
We focused completely on the killer. His motives, the issue of possession. What about the woman that he's trying to possess?
Blonde. Call girl. So far unidentified.
She has to be aware that he's killing her clients. Maybe it's exciting, knowing that someone's willing to kill for her.
Patrick, you are here.
Been back a week.
How was Paris?
London.
Right.
It was damp. As usual. You overdrawn again, Jed?
No, under for a change. You know, this may shock you. It did me. I've missed you.
You must be overdrawn.
Haven't been able to stop thinking about you. Can't explain it.
Well, maybe you're just confused.
I'm definitely not confused about what I want.
There's true psychodynamics at play here. The excitement could stem from trying to rebuild something in the relationship that they'd lost. Money could have been the draw first. That was part of the excitement. What if she's living off someone else's time, and this is just a way to empower herself?
Well, since we assume she knows what he's doing, it's the thrill she gets knowing any lover she makes him aware of is going to be killed.
Fulfilling a deep-seated desire of women since the dawn of time. And there's something very primal going on here. Lovers being destroyed, their identities taken. All while they're being held down and straddled by the killer.
The way women have been taking all their lives.
I'm afraid there were unexpected complications. Dr. Alvarez went into shock. The next few hours will be critical.
What about the baby?
There was oxygen deprivation. We have him incubated at the moment.
Is he going to make it?
Does Dr. Alvarez have any next of kin?
Her mother.
You might want to call her.
That was incredible. I enjoyed it. Look, Jennifer, why don't you just go shower, okay? No. You came to me, remember?
I want to go with you.
No. I'll take care of it.
No, please. I want to.
What if it's a married couple? What if through these killings they've rediscovered the excitement in their marriage, like renewing vows?
Married a few years, they grew apart or simply got bored with each other.
Right, so she starts sleeping around for validation or excitement or whatever it is she wasn't getting from them.
What about what he wasn't getting from her? He wasn't getting sex, so he was probably finding it elsewhere. Solicitations. Marriages are arranges.
Well, they wanted to keep him quiet, and he could afford to do it.
They were some police prosecutors.
They started following her. He saw them together and realized that he really did love her.
Resulting in his need to kill. But every marriage needs a few murders to keep the juices flowing. Now I got the profile out to Memphis homicide. Married, no children. All right. Jeff, I'm gonna see you through this.
I won't have a baby.
My God, I love you.
I love you.
Let's go home.
Not yet.
Cuando el señor Alvarez en la casa, por favor, el teléfono. I will try back later. Gracias.
It's a baby.
Don't talk. Just rest.
How's the baby? Just relax. I mean, the clock doesn't start ticking until we get inside.
Hey, buddy. Why don't you go catch a double feature? I'm in no hurry. Thanks. These people may have filed for divorce, but never went through with it. We'll keep digging. We'll be at the precinct in 10 minutes. Memphis homicide is coming up dry. John, see if you can reach George.
Grace could still be in labor. Ghost?
I've narrowed it to 3 men who fit your profile and live in the kill zone. Joseph Dykes, arrested for illicit relations in Edmer. Patrick Hutton, soliciting a minor. Terry Riswell, made advance on undercover cop.
The second guy, was he arrested? A man soliciting prostitutes lonely, but going after a minor?
Charges were filed and dropped.
Why were they dropped?
Minor's records are sealed. Look at the parents. Was there a payoff of some kind? George!
So tell us about Grace!
She's fine. They're both fine. She's 8 pounds 7, he's 21 inches. It was amazing.
Yay, what's his name?
She hasn't named him. Okay. $100,000 was put into the parents' account. Nice. They have the decency to open up a college fund. Where'd the money come from? I'm looking. Patrick Hutton. Bailey?
It was never so intense for me, Patrick.
I think I used to waste all that time skiing. Mr. and Mrs. Hutton,
I've been so long.
you're under arrest for charges murder.
Post office?
All right, let's go.
gonna be so much.
Somebody get an ambulance. He's still alive.
Where are you people from?
It's not safe anywhere. Not wearing a sidearm, even in the ladies' room, is a violation of Section B, Paragraph 10. I won't tell if you want. I'm so glad you're not surprised to see me. What a disappointment that would have been.
You'll let me make it out of the building.
I made it in. The irony of our meeting here turned out really is fair play. Have you figured it out?
I'm not gonna waste my time playing your little games.
That key is no game, Agent Burke. That key is key.
I'm through twisting myself into a pretzel to accommodate your desire to destroy me.
It's not so much my desire as our destiny, don't you think? Something that we share.
No, we don't share anything. And there's nothing that you can do that's gonna break me.
Nothing. I have to run. The interesting thing about awareness, it really only helps those who you leave behind. Oh, I hear your brother Danny got a job.
No, John, let me go. Let me go.
By the time the paramedics got here, he was already gone. It wasn't overdose.
Oh. Danny! 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 What did you do?